It's lane 3, Drexel University right on the side of that Empacher. So I guess you know who they are.
All right, so if we didn't run through this, I want to run through it's on the screen now. St. Joseph, you can see in lane 1, Colgate 2, Drexel 3, Temple 4, GW in 5, and Delaware in 6.
Now the aligners up on the shore are making sure the bows are all even. And
you may be looking across the screen here and you see the stake boat labeled number 3 looks like it's out ahead of the other ones, but what the stake boat person's doing is pulling the stern back underneath there to get the bows exactly in line.
Right, so the Drexel boat is the one that detached. So you and I don't have a real understanding of whether it was a false start or not, but we'll watch.
And I don't think so. I think it just kind of slipped out.
That one looked like a good start. Yeah, and they're coming off in the high 40s. You can see their short strokes. They're trying to get that 1 ton of weight up to speed. It doesn't happen instantaneously.
48 strokes a minute for Colgate. Colgate, by the way, won the Southern Intercollegiate Championships 2 weeks ago by a good margin. Quite a formidable crew, so I would expect them to be right in there with Drexel and Temple.
Yeah, and I remember watching that race, and they were really strong in the last 500 meters. So, you know, they might be in the thick of it, but they have a really good kick in that last quarter of the race. And I like the water being a little rainy because it does hold it flat. You know, there's all sorts of conditions. Could be windy, but, you know, I just say this is water-cooled engines.
So we're looking at the crews from Delaware on the left side of your screen, George Washington in the middle, and Temple to your right. You can tell the Temple because they have the T on the back of their red blades. And now the camera's going to scroll over and you're going to catch the crews on the lanes 1, 2, and 3. The Drexel crew just now going behind the abutment out of sight. And now you can see Colgate just to the right of the abutment and St. Joseph's over there in lane 1.
You can see that Drexel is out in front of it, that the counterpart of Colgate at the moment. At the moment, Drexel really came off very nicely there. That's Colgate, isn't it?
Colgate there in between the two.
But Drexel, look at they're still out in front of Colgate. And as I said, Colgate has a really good fourth quarter.
And as Drexel starts making their turn under the bridge, Temple's making their turn under the bridge. So is everybody. We've got GW making their turn under the bridge. Again, this is a staggered start. So if they're all turning under the bridge at the same time, that is, I think the outside lanes, lane 6 has what we consider kind of a shorter turn.
Yeah, I think Temple and Drexel, they made the turn together. So, I mean, they're both very, very competitive. And Temple out in front of their George Washington, Delaware, and I'd say Drexel in front of Colgate and St. Joe as they came through that bridge.
Temple at 38. And again, these varsity boats, both men and women, they are trained to go down the course 38 strokes a minute. And if they have to go a little bit more than that, they can. I mean, as the boats get through the course, you want these boats to be going about the same speed through the first quarter, the second quarter. And if you start to slow down, you can adjust your rating just a little bit to hold that speed together.
Yeah, so, you know, if you're, mom, dad, grandma, you're taking a 100-pound weight and you're picking it up from the floor and bringing it up to your chest 38 times a minute.
Yeah, and there's that Drexel boat. They look like they're dead even with Temple. Again, the camera angle doesn't give you an exact line across there. Now here we go, looking across the field down there, your 2 middle lanes, Drexel, Temple, but not to take Colgate out of that. Colgate's going to be a factor in there.
Yeah, I think Colgate, they've got themselves in a disadvantage, but we do know they're strong in the fourth quarter. Now, the question is, do you get too far back that you can't come back?
Well, that's what it's looking like right now as they're going past that 1,000-meter mark. Colgate looks down to Drexel, and I can't tell how much they're down, but they're definitely down to Drexel a little bit. So as you mentioned, Colgate has a good second half, and that's aerobic conditioning. I mean, you've already burnt up your stored energy out there.
Yeah, you've used up the adrenaline, but I'm going to say Colgate's down 1 full length. That's 60 feet. Now, can they move back? Now, that's a couple, 2-3 inches per stroke. Can you do it? We've seen it done I've seen it done in miraculous ways, but the two leaders, Drexel, Temple, out
I
in
don't know
front.
about that anymore. Look at Temple. I think Drexel has distanced himself from Temple. I think it's Colgate that has overtaken Temple. Temple in the far side over in lane 4.
Here comes Colgate.
And look at St. Joe's. St. Joe's is right up there as well.
Yep, you're exactly right. The inside lane, St. Joe's, Colgate, Drexel on the move. Temple actually sliding back a bit.
Colgate raising the rate of striking already. They're 41 strokes a minute. They're not even to the island yet. That's a long way to go at 41.
All right, so we come to the tip of the island. It is Drexel, Colgate, St. Joe's. Then we go to jump to the outside. Temple.
Drexel at 40. We had Colgate just a second ago at 41. We'll try him
Temple's
again.
starting to move again. Temple's coming up. They're in front of St. Joe's now.
Colgate still 41 strokes a minute. Drexel holding the lead. Temple right there. It's going to be a battle. It looks like Drexel's going to move all the way to the gold medal here in this men's Varsity 8. Temple and Colgate neck and neck here, going for the silver. I don't think either one of them can catch Drexel, though.
No, I think Drexel is going out as long as they can finish it where they are. Now Temple's out in front. They're in second.
Look at that, Temple.
But here comes Colgate. Look at Colgate go. Wow, they're going up. Wow.
Temple at 42 strokes a minute.
Look at Colgate go. I told you they're fourth quarter. Here they go.
Now 44 and a half strokes a minute for Colgate. Colgate trying to get past Temple. Temple 43.
Knows it. They're going.
Yep.
Drexel's got it.
Drexel's got it.
Now, I think Colgate looks pretty happy, but boy, did they pay.
I don't think they know. I think that's too close for them to call.
Yeah, the coxswain doesn't know. The coxswain doesn't know.
Well, he's happy with the race, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was a great race for Colgate. And Temple and Colgate, we don't know how they finished second, third, but boy, what a finish. And here we go.
Yeah, 5:30.
Oh, look at the times. 4 100ths of a second.
2 100ths there between second and third.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Excuse me, 0.2 of a second, a little bit less than that.
Yeah, it was
so close.
5.33.016 versus 2.
Yeah.